just checked out the 10.5 foot. Now you can check out the 12.5 foot. For us big guys.
Wow.
It has all those same features, but it's a bigger boat.
You know what?
You can still lift it up.
Look at this. You don't have to go to the gym, bro. You don't have to. You just work out with this thing. Dude, and if you want to do some aerobics, is that how you say it? You gotta drive here.
And you can stretch because you have a 360-degree swivel seat.
What is this? Is this a kayak or is this a boat?
Oh, it's still in the kayak realm. But it's a big kayak.
It is a man's boat.
It's a man's boat.
It's a kayak.
Hey,
now,
this you could fish tournaments in. If you're gonna fish the kayak tournaments, it's a good one to be in.
With this thing, you could do anything. You could go offshore, inshore, backcountry. You could go explore the whole entire 10,000 islands. You could do anything with this thing. Mm-hmm. You could put motors. You could put anything. And
a 12.5 is a good size to carry a lot of weight. Carry a lot of stuff with you.
So, will you say this will be one of the best boats a bigger person could
For
get?
a big guy, of course. Yep.
350 pounds, big guy.
And
go to the Titan.
It's got all the mounting access points, so you can rig it up.
Right, but
lots of fun stuff.
Let me do this because they want to see the boat. I mean, and you. They don't want to see me. They just want to see the boating. So let me just do this quick. Okay.
So in the front, of course, you got that great handle again. With the rubber, it feels good. It's actually a gear track. It's mounted on there. It has all these threaded brass insert attachments for a power pole or a motor if you wanted to put an XI trolling motor on there. You have the mounting plates for the accessories. That's removable, and you can replace it if you ever change out what you're going to do and you don't want to leave a hole in your boat. Sometimes people sell it and they take this gear off of the boat. They don't want to leave holes in the boat, so it's really nice to be able to replace it with a nice clean cover there if somebody got a different boat.
Especially if you make a mistake.
Yeah, yep. Then you have a little bit bigger storage hatch here with a removable tray on the inside. And look, down here, Alex, rod tubes.
Is that a good idea, David?
I think rod tubes are a great idea. I think it just gives you another place to put the tips of the rods and the weeds aren't catching them and they're nice and secure and out of the way. So as long as everything is waterproofed on the exit, and it looks like they did put a gasket in here. I see gaskets right here. You see that gasket?
It's gonna be hard to see, but I could show them.
So with a gasket, it's gonna be sealed.
So what is this here?
This here is of course, this is the MSO. Hey, if you ever buy a new kayak, make sure you get the manufacturer statement of origin, which is like its birth certificate. So we provide that on all of them. Oh, hey, you know what those are?
What?
Those little screws?
No.
Of course, I would never use them, but some people use them. They actually go into the pedals here. So if you're going to use shoes all the time, you can put these little screws on your pedals and your shoes will never slip off. But I don't like them because you definitely don't want to pedal it barefoot if you put those on. Anyway, they're included.
Whenever I'm on the water, I take my shoes off.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to put them on there.
But you know why they did this? Because a lot of people were buying aftermarket ones.
Uh-huh.
And they go, why will you do that? Just get ours and put the things if you want to. A lot of people in the north, they have heavy boots, so maybe they need it, right? So look at this hatch here.
These are the locks right here.
The rigging plate, I don't know if that's the name, but on the tent it was on the hatch because of the space. Here you have like a proper hatch and a bigger tray, of course, more size, and you could put a nice decent sized battery right here. I just love those lines, man.
Yeah,
it looks so well built. It's incredible. Now we got the drive. What is the warranty on this drive? I think it's 5 years.
I gotta look at the I can't remember.
It's at least 5 years warranty on this drive, and this drive have been around for like.
I haven't had any issues with these as long as I've been selling them.
Never.
Native drives, I don't have any problems or warranties.
I had one for 2 years. I used it all the time. Never a problem at all. It's super well built. It comes with extra goodies. It's super fast. I would say this is probably the fastest one.
It's really smooth. There's some drives units out there that use belt-driven systems that are they're rough and they're loud and noisy and they don't, like, if you push them, they don't keep turning. You push on it and they'll stop. I don't want to mention any names, but
yeah, no.
feel free to ask me questions later.
Exactly. All right, show them how easy it is to bring
it
the
up.
drive
So
up.
of course you have a little lever here. People ask, this is a prop alignment tool. So you can align when you're turning it. You push this down, so now you know it's vertical. So when it's vertical, it's easy to lift up and out.
Wow.
It's also easy to take on and off. You have two levers here, and look at that. The whole piece comes right off.
And that thing doesn't look heavy at all.
No, that's probably 15 pounds or so.
Yeah.
Maybe 20. I've never actually weighed one.
Most other drive are heavier, like drive.
They are,
like this.
yeah, they are heavier. So.
And this is the original one. You're probably seeing a lot of copies on other kayaks. This is the original drive, Propel drive. Super
and
nice.
You have your swivel seat, which we love.
One thing with this drive is the weeds.
The weed guard.
But it has the weed guard, so that will make it.
It'll cut them.
It will cut 'em.
Basically, if you do get weeds, you just stop, pedal in reverse, and it forces the weeds into this little lip right here, which will cut them off. And then you just go backwards, weeds should come off, then you go forward again, and you're free. Of course, if you get in real thick weeds, it's simple just to lift it up and pull them off by hand and keep going.
Or just paddle.
Just go.
And you touch on something that we didn't touch because we before on the other one, because we take this for granted, is that instant reverse. This is a Propel drive that instantly go in reverse.
Forward and reverse, yeah.
And if you're fishing docks, if you want to stay at a point fishing, that is one of the best things you can have, because you don't have to switch cables, you don't have to get your paddle to go in reverse, you just go instantly in reverse.
Nope.
There's a pause though, you gotta stop forward momentum and then go in reverse, but you know. Now, wow, look how much space you got here. And this drive, you could like bring it all the way back. I used to love it when you were able to put it all the way back here, but now it looks like if you want to have it all the way out, you're gonna have to put a bungee cable or something. Wow. So I'm gonna take the drive off so I could show you how this deck looks. Yeah, it's not that heavy. I mean, it's heavy because it's solid, but it's not that heavy compared to other drive or motors. Look how much space you have on this deck. This is crazy. Wow. Look, you know how we use this boat? Just like this. You know why? Motors.
It's ready to go.
Gonna put a motor on the back, gonna put a motor in the front, and then that's it. I really don't need the drive. I mean, we just mentioned the drive is amazing, but I could see a lot of people just leaving the drive at home and just having a bow mounted trolling motor right here with another rear motor in the back, and it's like, what's the point of the drive?
Well, if you're gonna do that, then you might as well look at the PWR.
Exactly, and that's why that's the kayak I'm buying, right?
Yeah, that's the one you're gonna take home today.
Exactly. Now look at this seat. This is a swivel seat. I got on it before. It's super easy to turn it. The one at Aliex was kind of hard to turn because I guess it was a prototype, but this one is easier. I wonder if there is a way to.
It's kind of an aftermarket seat, and then they left the logo on.
Yeah.
They get it from Millennium Marine, so.
It's definitely an aftermarket seat.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as it's good seat.
I think
it looks good on the boats. I think the seats look good. I think they're comfortable, and they're quiet. You know, they're all powder coated too. All the metal is powder coated.
it looks really
So
nice.
this is going to hold up well in a saltwater environment for sure.
Hey guys, if you don't have money right away, you just apply 6 months on interest.
Yeah, yeah. We actually have them on sale. It's Christmas time. Right now, $100 off.
Wow, that's a cool deal.
But yeah, we offer here no money down, 6 months, no interest on everything in the store. So
It's totally worth the
sometimes
drive.
you have to do it. These boats aren't cheap.
No, they aren't.
Yeah.
David, I forgot something.
What was that?
You know who's making this trip possible? I forgot.
Amped Outdoors.
There you go. Use coupon code Aliex5 to save you 5% on your next battery, because you're gonna need like 5 of them to power this giant Titan. You need 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and 2 more for your cooler and stuff like that. Wait, the coolers use batteries?
So if some people hook it up to a fish finder, turn a cooler into a fish
Yeah.
live well.
Yeah, you need a battery
You
for
can
your
use it for
coolers.
everything.
Exactly, man. For anything. Charge your
You could
GoPros.
using the power of the big screen TVs you're gonna put on the next kayaks. And watch the Super Bowl.
Picture this.
A big screen TV.
I will get a Ketch Mount right here, and then put a giant 40-inch screen right there.
Yeah.
Plug it up to a Garmin light scope. You know, get an SI13, whatever the name is right there, and I have a better than a boat. I'm not
It's
kidding
so
you.
big you could the screen can double as a sail.
Yes.
It's a live scope screen and a sail for your kayak.
You know what?
We're gonna do it.
I have
On a windy day, it's gonna work.
I got a 14-inch tablet that is waterproof. That's gonna be my screen. So let's show them the deck a little bit. You got this nice cut right here for those play no tackle boxes. Do you have a screwdriver? I want to see what's behind there, because I think those are inserts as well, and if they are, that would be perfect to put kind of like a webbing type of
I've never
thing.
taken those off, so I'm not 100% sure.
You don't have to do it all the way out. It's just
Yeah,
they're inserts.
Yeah,
So-
that's a threaded brass insert. So this is what's underneath these screws. Some people look at these boats and they think, hey, if I take that screw out, it's gonna be a
sink.
hole in the boat. It's gonna leak, but it won't leak. That won't leak. That's sealed,
That's sealed. That's actually
and it's
perfect.
brass. So yeah,
You could like put plates. You could put a lot of stuff in there. Like this is what
these
I
are
like.
afterthought. These are the little things that count. The little things that count.
And these people native, they listened, man.
Customers calling.
There you go sell kayaks. So while David takes that call, I'm gonna continue. This is made right here in the US. You got those rod holders, horizontal rod holders there. You got 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. The tracks are super strong. You got the rotor release system right here.
Okay, that's right. We talked
If we're gonna move forward, to the back of the boat, you got this fancy seat right here, this 360. It's on the rail, so you can move it forward and back, and it looks like it's just these two knobs right here. So let me just show you quick. Bring it forward, boom, and you could get closer to that drive if you're gonna be using the drive. And what I like about this right here is, look at this, guys. It's set up to put in your batteries, and this is heavy duty, man. Like, I'm trying to get it out, and it's like it's there, it's holding this thing down. Nice material here. You take it out, you got the tray for the battery. I think there's enough clearance for 100 hour battery here. Simply just put the battery in there and don't use the tray. So let's go ahead and put this back. It even has the battery straps right here. Then wow, this is super cool, man. Super cool. And look at this. I don't think you guys get the potential of this thing. Look at the seat. The seat is completely looking to the back. You could fish 360. I think that's a more beneficial 360 than other 360 that we're gonna touch on. 360 seat.
You could anchor up, get a chum line going, and fish for sharks right here off of the back of your boat. Right off the back.
That's a super cool idea. You have all this space here to land the shark and be safer. I love the back of the Titans, although the old ones were sexier.
Well, these are more stable.
This is it looked like a boat.
It looks like a boat.
The old Titan looked even more like a boat because it had like that kind of like, shape. And this is the best part of the kayak for me.
More threaded brass inserts all around.
Exactly. You know what you could do with all this stuff?
You can mount your power pole micro anchor. You can mount a trolling motor.
You could have dual power poles, and you could mount a motor right here. Any motor you're choosing, B-Speed, Newport, whatever you want to choose. Newport you could power with Amped Outdoors lithium batteries.
You could power with Amped Outdoors lithium batteries.
There you go.
There you go.
And the handles are built in on the tracks. And again, if you need to remove this for any reason, you could just remove the screws, take it out,
Track
put it
comes
back
out.
in.
It's modular. Everything on these are mud.
Those should be inserts as well, right?
Yeah, they are. They're going to be inserts into the boat because they're screws. They're not rivets.
They're not.
Yeah, if they were rivets.
We don't talk about rivets here. We don't like rivets.
If they were rivets, they're hard to remove.
Yeah, rivets are for like, leave that for Pelican. And right here, this they made it so if you have to fix anything with the rudder, at least you have some sort of
reach
access.
your whole arm and everything in there. So
there you
can
go.
reach way down in there.
We didn't even talk about the tank well right here in the back.
Look how much room there is.
Yeah. Do you have a black pack by any chance?
No, I don't have any.
Oh
Not
my
right
God.
now.
Well, you could put a nice cooler here, and if this paddle clipper holder type of thing is on the way, you can move it a little forward, and then you could use the whole entire space. I also like this a lot. Look at this. You got this well here, this deeper areas with the scupper plugs. So when you put a black pack and you take water in for whatever reason, that water is not gonna go inside your black pack or your milk crate, because you have these channels here. And these hooks, forget the name, Omni hooks, quick plug in. Poof, holds it down, you're ready to go. You could literally be on the water in no time, because you could even have your rods already inside the boat. Let's go ahead and show them how a 7.5 foot long rod looks.
See that forward facing rod holders in that now?
And it's flush mounted.
Flush mounted, and then you have them in the rear.
I didn't even know they were there. That's how sick it looks.
See, the 10 doesn't have these.
Neat.
The 10 foot doesn't have these, but the 12 foot does.
It's a super neat idea, man. I like that they did this, like they made this for this boat. There you go. 360.
I love the forward facing one. You know, Old Town does that. Now they're doing that. I think it's really convenient.
Yeah.
Just to have it quickly flush mounted. Because the Omegas are nice when you put the Omega rod holders on too, but they are kind of in the way a little bit. This is open, but you put it there.
It's super useful. You get a fish, you just drop it in there, and then you could do your thing. I want to see how that rod looks. Okay.
I mean, that goes.
You got plenty of space.
Way up there.
Let's go ahead and show you how the Titan 12.5 look underneath. So if we go right here, what? It's kind of like the same design of the 10.5. All right, guys, so talking about specs, let's go ahead and cover what this Titan has to offer. The Titan is 12 feet long, 8 inches, not 6, 8. So it's a little longer than what the name says. This boat also weighs 138 pounds, just the hull. And when they say the whole weight, they means just the plastic that they use to make the boat. None of the fittings, none of the drive, the seat, none of that is included on that 138 pounds. If you add everything you're looking at here, this boat is gonna weigh 172 pounds. So you definitely I highly recommend that you use a nice kayak cart to move this boat around. Highly recommend that. The Yak Attack one should work. I like the Bunster one, but yes, definitely you need a heavy duty kayak cart to be able to hold this boat, and I'm thinking probably you need the original one, the one that is longer. So the boat is also 40 inches wide, and you just don't see it because it looks nice. Like you look at this boat and you don't think it's that fat. What do you think?
It is. Again, it's for big guys. It's a big guy boat.
Right, it's 40 inches wide, but your eyes can tell you that it's 40 inches wide.
Yeah.
It's really nice. So it holds 500-pound capacity.
That's huge capacity. Who's going to carry 500 pounds of gear on their kayak?
Oh, somebody is.
Somebody's going to do it, huh?
Especially Mr. Professional anglers like myself.
But 500 pounds.
500 pounds of fish
Even if
is
you're
easy.
a big guy and you weigh 250 pounds, that's another 250 pounds of gear. And you're not going to carry that much.
What if you catch a bull shark?
There you go. Now you can carry it.
Exactly. And you have the space to fight it too. And guess what, David? This guy retails for $3,599. But Christmas sale.
Christmas sale.
If you're in
Today's
Florida,
the last day till Christmas.
exactly. You gotta save some money.
Today's Saturday.
Get yourself a really nice kayak. Now, quiz time. How many pounds can that one carry?
Capacity 400 pounds.
475,
475.
and it's a 10 footer.